So, let us move to gravimetric analysis session 2. So, in this session, we are going to study the topic of purity of the precipitate and co-precipitation and post-precipitation. So, in the first session ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ವಿ, what are the principles of the gravimetric analysis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, what basis the gravimetric analysis works ಅಂತ, steps involved in the gravimetric analysis ಅಂತಾನೆ ಏನೋ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. Now let us go second session 2 ದಲ್ಲಿ we are going to study the purity of precipitate. So purity of precipitation is very important. So if you impure ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ the weight can be increased, so or it can be decreased, so that you can't get accurate or precision value you are not going to get. So when a precipitate is separated out from the solution, it should always not preferably pure and may be contaminant even after washing. So after washing also some impurities may be there. The amount of impurity depends on the nature of the precipitate and the condition of the precipitation. It may be due to some of the reason why our compound is impure ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅನ್ನೋದಂದರೆ it may be co-precipitation ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ, post precipitation ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, post precipitation ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, surface adsorption ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, the parent particle, solvent particle, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಏನಾಗಲಿ ಅದು ಅಡ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಡ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್, ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್. ದ ಅಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಾಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Co-precipitation. What is mean by co-precipitation? Co-precipitation ಅಂದರೆ is a phenomena in which soluble compounds are removed from the solution during the precipitation. Okay, so let us the co-precipitation thing. In the co-precipitation, it is a phenomena in which soluble compounds are removed from the solution during the precipitate formation. So soluble compounds are removed from the solution during the precipitate formation. So there are 4 steps of co-precipitations are there. So what are those? Surface adsorption, mixed crystal formation, occlusion and mechanical entrapment. The surface adsorption and mixed crystal formation are equilibrium processes, whereas the occlusion and mechanical entrapment arises from the kinetics of the crystal growth. What is surface adsorption? We know the adsorption. So what is adsorption? Is a common source of co-precipitation that is likely to cause significant contamination of precipitates with large specific surface areas that is accumulated by colloids, that is coagulated colloids. Coagulation of colloid does not significantly decrease the amount of adsorption because the coagulated solid still contains large internal surface area that remains exposed to the solvent. The co-precipitated contaminant on the coagulated colloid consists of lattice ions originally adsorbed on the surface before coagulation and counter ion of the opposite charges held in the film of solution immediately adjacent to the particles. So the net effect of surface adsorption is therefore carrying down of the otherwise soluble compounds as a surface contaminant. This is about adsorption. So minimizing impurity on colloids. How to minimize the impurity on colloids? The purity of many coagulated colloids is improved by digestion. So digestion andre you are keeping slow heating. You have to heat slowly so that only one bubble one bubble is going to come out of the thing. So you should not boil it. Digestion is not boiling, very slow heating, so that the complete uniform heating should be given to the colloids or precipitate. During this process, water is expelled from the solid to give the denser mass that has a smaller specific area, surface area for absorption. So we are going to reduce absorption area. Washing of coagulated colloid with a solution containing a volatile electrolyte may also helpful because any non-volatile electrolyte or electrolyte added earlier to cause coagulation is displaced by the volatile species. ಯಾವುದೋ volatile species ಅವನ್ನ displace ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Washing generally does not remove much of the primarily absorbed ions. So washing will not going to remove the primarily absorbed ions because the attraction between these ions and the surface of the solid is too strong. There is a strong interaction, the strong attraction between the surface of solid and ions. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ washing is not going to help in this thing. So what is about reprecipitation? Reprecipitation. So drastic but effective way to minimizing the effects of the absorption is reprecipitation. So dissolve it and reprecipitate or double precipitation. Here the filtered solid is redissolved. The filtered solid is redissolved and reprecipitation. So ನೀವು precipitation ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನೀವು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅಗೇನ್ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ reprecipitation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is called a reprecipitation. The first precipitation ordinarily carries down only a fraction of contaminant present in the original solvent. Thus, the solution containing redissolved precipitates has a significantly lower contaminant concentration than the original, and even less absorption occurs during the second precipitation. Reprecipitation adds substantially to the time required for analysis. So let us move to the precipitation from homogeneous solution. So how to get the precipitation from homogeneous solution in that? The precipitation from homogeneous solution is a technique in which a precipitating agent is generated in a solution of the analyte by slow chemical reaction. Local reagent excesses do not occur because the precipitating agent appear gradually and homogeneously throughout the solution and reacts immediately with the analyte. As a result, the relative supersaturation is kept low during the entire precipitation. In general, homogeneously formed precipitates, both colloidal and crystalline, are better situated for analysis than the solid formed by direct addition of the precipitating agent. So this is about. So we are at the end of the session 2. So thank you very much for listening in session 2.